Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Fights in Tight Spaces, where today we are fighting every single ninja in Berlin, and unfortunately we're having to make up a little bit of what you might call a performance deficit. Somebody made some terrible mistakes, but it's okay, we're here now, and we're going to dig them out of it. So what's going on with this level? Okay, we have seen the basic ninja unit before. Complete the fight within 6 turns. So, alright, we have a pretty useful swap here. It's very unfortunate. I'm gonna have to use my emergency move to set up the swap, though. I think that's totally worthwhile, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll swap you in. I just don't get to quick kick because I don't want to move anybody, obviously. And then you hit for... Oh, you hit for 12. Shoot, I needed a ton. For some reason, I was thinking they hit for 8, so my plan there was to set up a counter, get this guy hit, and then hit him again. But... yeah. Well, I'm still going to do that. We're just going to take 4 damage. No big deal. Who needs health anyway, right? At least this is helping us get through the fight quickly. Okay. So they're setting up sort of a zone defense. The injured one has backed off quite a lot, and we didn't draw either slip or shift. That's unfortunate. Well, we have plenty of movement to get something done. So if we step out of the way, these two will crack each other for 12. I suppose there's a question about how safe it is to be in this corner, right? Because we could very obviously hammer fist into head smash for a ton of damage and then just step back. We're going to draw 5 cards next turn. Both shift and slip are still in the deck, as well as right spin kick and front kick, forward kick, whatever that's called. Yeah, I think we're probably okay to put ourselves in that corner. I don't think it's going to break anything. So you act first. We'll give you a little bit. Alright, we'll just soften everybody up and then let them have at each other here. And you know, we're not getting the full play out of our 5 momentum here. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I'm at 0 combo. That is pretty awkward. If we... right spin kick would be really nice, but it's not... unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. We are going to gain a momentum, which is fun. Yeah. This is pretty awkward. So I can't quite kill you. Gosh, this hand is just... it's very close to being good, and unfortunately it is not at all good. So because their kick goes 3 spaces, obviously we can't push in any meaningful way here. I think the best thing we can do is like jab, slip to there, push this guy so that these two both take push damage. It's not even lethal. And then we get kicked in the back of the head. Yep, they position very well for to break the slip. Well, okay. So because push is not actually an attack, right, this is not going to generate combo, right? Oh, no, it totally did. Okay, that saves us. Yeah, I thought that was not gonna... okay. Cool, everything's fine. Obviously, all part of the plan. Friend, you have set yourself up for quite a jump kick. So I think I might just take that. You're 2, you're 1. Actually, if I just sidestep here, it would be pretty good. So wait, what else might I do? What else would be useful? You have 10 health left. We can option play to here and then just front kick for the kill. Unfortunately, there's no version of this where we get to access that person, but I think that's fine. It's a pretty hard wall, you know? I should have long striked first. I had the range to long strike. What even is sequencing? I ask you. Do you have any proof that it's a real thing? So we can just drop you. And then it is not entirely trivial for us to get another attack off. Okay, let's deft. Flip. Vault over an adjacent obstacle. Okay, we can make this work now. Because all we really needed was one more point of movement, and that's a very stylish way to get that. Alright, dart through the neck. Easy. Who's afraid of ninjas? Come on. That's cool. Ooh, I do like, as far as attacks that move you around go, I think backslam's very good. You move through an enemy and then push them backwards. I think I'm going to take it. And cards with a cost of higher than 1 are a lot less scary than they used to be, since we have the huge amount of momentum. Let's go to the office so that we have our choice of the next 2 nodes, but I think it's pretty likely we're going to medical no matter what. Okay, we got armored ninja. Some objects, like the windows in this room, can be destroyed. Use them as part of an attack enough times and they will break. And enemies with damage support periodically increase their own and their allies' damage by a set amount. But you can stop them from acting to stop them from acting. What a surprise. So these are windows. We have no idea how many times we have to perform the window bounce. Let's just do some damage here. So unfortunately, Rising Knee cannot be used in this situation. We don't get to do very much here. I'm gonna steal Self. We're gonna backslam you. So this is gonna swap places and then push one. And then we just like step out of the way, I guess. Right, your attack does 6. Yeah, we should definitely move. Yep, and then we still can't Rising Knee, but it's fine. I probably should have double moved for the briefcase. I was just thinking, you know, stay close to the window because it's good to have the enemies want to be near the window. But now look what I've gone and done. Well, the good news is we can jump kick the entire hell out of this person. Steal Self is pretty okay. And then I love Taunt. Taunt is such a good card. I will be right with you, fellas. Must play an attack card before the end of the turn or lose health and combo. And it does not say how much, which is a real shame. All right, well, we're not on a time limit as far as actually ending the battle goes, so I'm just not going to stress about that. Just want to make sure we get where we're going here. Do I spend the emergency move for it? I don't suppose there's really a reason to. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Got my briefcase. Yeah, I still don't really want to spend. Y'all just keep approaching here. Make my life easier, please. Yeah, that'll do. So stun dart one way. And I still have the resources for flash powder. It is very difficult to make use of all of this momentum. So we're gonna have to slip to use Rising Knee. And then, yeah, I certainly don't want to step in and try to counter that. Okay, so this time dynamic move is totally fine because we are absolutely going to do some work. "10 health. Ouch. All right, and that should give us not quite lethal, sadly. All right, all I need is like basically anything. Yes, this will do. This is anything. Everybody knows that the secret weakness of a ninja is that they need their head to live. Discard a card, but retain a card. I wonder if this adds the retain ability to the card, like so for the rest of the battle, whenever you have it, it's retained, or if it's just a one-turn thing. I think in a lot of cases, it's probably not going to be very different. Pull is good, but I do wonder if we want to add, like, I don't think we need to add this to our deck. We have enough things that attack at 2 range. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip. We gotta, right? Right? We gotta. I need the current HP too much. Walking around at 18 is not a lot of room for error. Okay. My Shiranui feels like she might be a problem. That seems like a real issue. So she teleports, she's got a ranged attack. What's your deal? 12 damage and push, and apparently you also have mystical powers, potentially. Let's not figure out what those are. So we've got ourselves a pretty awkward position. My inclination here is to, like, do we have the resources necessary to... We do not. What I want to do is step, build up combo, right spin kick this person into the way of the throwing knife, and then move into the space they vacated, but we can only actually create one combo. Well, I think I'm still gonna... we're just gonna step back instead. We'll just generate the one combo that we are allowed. You know what? I'm gonna do it to you. Then we'll head smash. And then we'll just spend our emergency move this way. Okay, this feels to me like we're going to be able to make something of it. Does she turn to face? She does not. It's not an awesome turn, though, is it? You know what? Let's fire Deft. Okay, a swap is definitely cool. So swapping you in is lethal, and then we could just use slip as a move 1 and jump kick this guy. I may as well throw a push while I'm at it. Yeah, you don't auto attack. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. So let's generate a tiny bit of damage here. Swap you in. Oh, you attack first though. So if I do this the way I was planning, I will get slammed. So maybe we just skip the jump kick. I'm just gonna use slip to move here then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's a sword. Bleeding is a negative status effect that can be stacked, and we know how it works. We saw the text on a card recently. Do you have anything beyond? Ah, yes, you also have counter. Okay, that's going to be annoying. Well, backslam here is pretty great. You'll hit for 12 damage each. I'm not actually sure whether we want to kick this guy off the platform. Part of me thinks we just want to backslam her and then front kick her against the wall, just like stack up as much damage as we can on her. I think I'm going to do it. And I think I'm not going to double the damage. Well, let's see. She's going to take 24 plus 4 from getting bounced against the wall, plus another 4 from getting bounced against the wall. So she'll be at 12. Yeah, we're already going to kill her. So I'll play all my attacks and then I'll steal self and just carry the buff for next turn. Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. Excellent teamwork. Okay, we still get to knock you off the platform. We should probably hammer fist first, since I'm about to intentionally move out of range here. It does feel like a terrible waste to rising knee this person. You know what? Here, we'll just use the double damage on the stun dart. Then we'll rising knee you after the damage buff is gone. And then I got all this flash powder. God, two counter-attacking enemies. The good news is with this huge range of attack, we're probably not going to have that hard of a time getting them to hit each other. But obviously not so much this turn. And counter works regardless of range. So really the question is just... Well, swap's not an attack, right? Alright. Maybe this is foolish. Putting myself in a position where I'm totally one-on-one with the other one. Perhaps this turns out to be a bad idea. Because, like, certainly having the other one to create distractions for us is useful. And... Crummy. 10 damage. I'm assuming we take the bleed even if we do fully block it. Well, let's flash powder at least. I don't know if that was a smart place to go. You would think that somewhere in the ninja training they would teach you what to do if some lady just like shoves you. All right, that's a lot of money and also an upgraded card. So upgraded jumping back kick has a base damage of 25. Retain your unused momentum. Stun all enemies. Ignores block. I mean, I actually do think this card's very powerful, and we're in a place where we can afford to play it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take an intimidate. That's a big one. And then, I mean, I think we want to go top here, right? Am I missing a good reward? I am missing kind of a good reward, but yeah, we still need more healing, and I don't want to do the event. I want to do more fighting. It turns out the fighting often has better rewards than the events. It's certainly more reliable, and also it's like fun. If you make your gameplay fun and then you give the player an option not to do it, they probably will not choose that option. Okay, so you auto attack, but you don't have turn. Backslam into stun dart is pretty great. I have 5 total enemies here. I'm just trying to like figure out. I think we can just unload on this one. Yeah, there's no reason not to, I guess. If I wanted to use flash powder, I don't really think I do. So we will punch them and also punch them and then backslam them. Okay. Things do always get a little bit dicey when there is a gun involved alongside an informant. Ugh. Step is not what I was looking for. This is just a really weak turn. So I can counter to just eat the push damage here. Yeah, and just just shove you, and then he'll shove back, and then that takes me out of the range of everyone's attacks. So thanks, I guess. Swap's okay here. So swap turns them around. Yeah, that's a little awkward. I really wish that it didn't, or that Rising Knee didn't have us following them up. I have 18 damage from combo finisher. Maybe the move is like swap. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna swap. Generates even more combo. Does get us shoved. But then I think I'm just gonna rush the guy with the gun because we can do an awful lot of damage here. 23. Okay, so I do need both attacks. But yeah, I figure we may as well just take a kill if we got one. And you know, we're distributing a little bit of damage. We took a hit here, but if we can just get out of this without the informant dying, we can recover probably more health than we lost. Oh, this is awkward, though. What does your attack do? 12? So the auto attack only happens once per turn. If we block and then we front kick this person, we'll move up here. We'll get hit for 6. Well, I was going to say we could just slip back in, but actually, why would I do that when I could slip away? So I think, given the amount of damage these attacks do, we probably do not bother with the steel self here. So yeah, you move me out of the way in a really just tremendously helpful way. I step over here and prep for the good turn. It had to happen eventually. Stun is a negative status effect that prevents an enemy from acting. It goes into effect the moment they get stunned and clears after one turn. Weird that it would tell us that now when we've had Stun Dart in our deck for some time, but I'm not going to complain about it. So let's just go ahead and that'll disable the counterattack. So let me let me actually get some work done here. And I think we definitely want to focus on the auto attacking guys. Okay. Tell me... No such luck. I was really hoping for us, like, all we needed was slip or shift or rising knee, or there are so many attacks that could have gotten us out of here. Well, you know what? Actually, what we can do is we can take taunt. We can use taunt to just open the way. This is not an attack, so it won't trigger the push, and then we can just option play out of here because that moves us twice. It's not ideal, especially in terms of bringing enemies down quickly. And now we have Head Smash at a time when none of our enemies are adjacent to any objects at all. It is not a very good time for us. Well, let's do 3 damage. You're fine, you big baby. So obviously a swap here is pretty good. Backslam actually moves them too far. Again, though, I'm going to wish that I did not have... Well, you know, we could just move up on the pistol person. Yeah, we're definitely not getting the money. We can still get the health, though. So let's Hammer Fist into Quick Strike. And then this is nearly lethal. Oh, no, right. The 10 damage from the back strike itself. I was going to say, we're going to push him in front of here, and he's going to take some damage. Yeah, we just ran out of time. Very unfortunate. Okay, Steel Self. It's so close. It's so close to being good enough. But unfortunately, I really just cannot afford to take any more damage here. So we'll flash powder. And then just step out of the way. Alright, we still got one more steel self-charge here, so... yeah, that'll do. There you go. That is how you land a kick with authority. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. Not really very good in our deck. Double jump kick is interesting. Suplex is interesting. I don't think any of these are worth taking. Continue along to the rooftop, where it looks like we're going to get to double draft. And honestly, like, the odds are pretty good. We just don't take any cards, right? Okay, survive. Six turns. I wonder if they'll actually stop showing up at 6. So obviously it'd be extremely helpful here if we could get some enemies out of the level. Unfortunately, with these cards, it's not happening this turn. Question is, where do I want to be? I think this is a thing where we do have to, we have to be pretty careful. Here, let's step over here. Cornering myself may not seem like the best move in the universe, and it's not, objectively it's not, but I am cornering myself out of movement range of several of them. So I think it's okay for right now. So we can move twice over to there. Sadly, we do not get to do very much after that. I do think that the option play has been very, very good for us. I would love to knock some ninjas off of a roof. Yeah, okay. We are given some opportunities in that regard. Discard a random card and then move up to 3 tiles is a little... that's a little rough. So if I swap to here and then Rising Niyu, I do follow up, right? Yeah, okay. Gets me to safety. And then, like, do I want to Panic Dash? Because I can move all the way over to there, evading these two for a while. I think I do. Because at this point, I don't actually care. Well, I mean, I could just Panic Dash to here. I hope to hold on to Quick Kick. I actually like that better. Ah, discarded my emergency move. That's not awesome. Didn't really, yeah, could have thought about that maybe a little bit more. Okay. Intimidate is a wonderful draw. So... I'm really not very close to getting anybody out of the level. You have 34 health. I'm debating whether I want to play the Steel Self before the Stun Dart. I think the answer is no. I think we'll just bank this for later. Oh, I should have... yeah, that's right. I built up the combo for right spin kick. That was the plan the whole time. Okay, so you're still stunned. You're gonna hit for 15. That's, gosh, that's a lot. All right, well, fortunately we can just drop you and step. Oh no, actually I have. Sorry, we just sit here and take this one. It's a real shame we have right spin kick instead of left spin kick. What we can do... shift here. May as well take the jab, just build up some combo. And then Backslam you right over the railing. Did that count? It did count. Okay, the body didn't go all the way out, but we all understand what happened there. All right, didn't get either of our goals. It's fine. We don't need them. I think we're... kinetic move. You know what? With the 5 momentum, kinetic move's actually pretty great. That's good. Just keep jamming more cards in the deck. Everybody knows that bigger decks are better, right? They're more powerful. You pick it up and hurl it at your opponent if things aren't working out. Some enemies get more powerful the more you attack them, gaining increased damage every time they are hit. Some enemies can apply negative status effects. Usually they last for a turn. Some enemies are immune to friendly fire. What the hell? Who is immune to friendly fire? Why did that tutorial play? Okay, well, we got lots of things to worry about here. We also have some doors to this train car, which are certainly going to be helpful. So we do not have a lot of ability to move people around right now. It feels like Intimidate is maybe a little bit wasted here. It's going to be a while before we draw it again, but yeah, it's almost certainly not necessary. So your attack is just 1 tile. Alright, I think what we're going to do here is long strike this one. And then step and shift, put myself right over by the door in an attempt to bait some enemies into a foolish position. So, if we could execute a right spin kick from here, obviously that would be pretty great. Oh, Intimidate has Retain. God, what a good card. Ah, your attack pushes. Well. You do 14 damage. This is okay. This is fine. So yeah, we're gonna swap here. Oh, your attack also, you turn. Turn is bad. Yeah, turn's a real problem. So let's see. You're third. You're first. So we are going. What's going to happen here is we'll take this attack, then you'll shove this person out of the thing. I might have to execute and intimidate here. I hate it because we're so close to having a really good turn here, but I can't. Even with the 18 block that's in my hand, I don't think it's a good idea to take 30 right now. Although I will get the counter on this one. So like that's quick strike, counter, block. We don't have enough combo to play combo finisher, and then I get to hold intimidate. And you've actually taken damage enough that the damage from the counter breaks through your block. Take us to 30 health. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I do just want to dispose of this one enemy. That's pretty cool. All right, this is a rough. It's a pretty harsh trade. So we have a lot of ways out of the situation we find ourselves in now. We didn't draw most of the ones I was really after, but at the very least, we can intimidate and just start throwing punches. I think this is probably intimidate time. All right. How am I going to maximize my time here? I think let's go quick kick. Let's get some reasonable damage on you, and then I'm just going to rising knee this way. I don't know if being stunned will prevent you from regaining your armor. No. Okay. That's fine. You only have 12 HP at this point. At this point, we've kind of got it. Neither of them is quite close enough to do the thing we need. so... Alright, I think I am going to steal self. Yeah. This seems pretty good right here, right? Because this will have the two mystical dudes hitting each other. And then we have right spin kick for exactly lethal. Okay. Alright, how much health do you have left? Oh, I'm sorry. That is insufficient. Oh, maybe I should read all the things. Cannot be harmed from in front. There's no icon for that, which is a real shame. I mean, we still extremely have it. And, you know, it's not like the 1v1 was going to be a huge amount of risk anyway, but there goes all of that health I just earned. Wow. Upgraded kinetic move is perhaps even more exciting. I think we're going to take it, and our deck is just going to, you know, it's just going to be huge. We need to get to a gym. Except we also need to get to medical. I don't really want to go through the event to get to the gym, but we have a lot of money. You know what? No, we're gonna go through the event because I really do want to go to the gym. And I'm just gonna stop taking damage. That's how we're gonna deal with the health problem. It's a brilliant strategy. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. So, sadly, no swap or anything. We do not have the ability to get around you. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be kind of a soft turn. You have 35 health? Alright, I think we are going to spend our emergency move already, because I think we really need to just start getting some damage out. Sadly, a steel self on this won't even be lethal, but here, we'll hit the push, steel self the quick strike, and then all we have to do is get you hit by anything at all. But also, I get to have 40 damage jump kick, you know, in case I should need 40 damage jump kick. Alright. Take less than 10 damage. I feel like that's an achievable goal. May as well throw that out there. Swap lets me just move one, right? Yeah, I think that's all we need right here. Just a little jab and then a little back slam. All right, y'all have fun. Immediate revenge. How dare you? Right? Like, I don't really understand the mathematics of what happened there, but it seemed like the right move. And then, I don't know, play deft? Okay, I can't really do anything with that. I was curious if we might draw something that had an attack on it that we could use after our other kinetic move. Why can't they all be that straightforward? Well, now we have plenty of money to take to the gym. Rising Upper is pretty cool. This card is phenomenal if you have routine access to damage buffs, which we do. And also, we actually have the momentum to be able to afford to play it. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna cut a lot of cards from our deck in a second here. There is a bomb. Which wire do you cut? Pretty good odds we gain a bunch of money. The thing is, losing 10 health here would be so bad that I think I'm just gonna wait for an expert. Yeah, going into the boss fight with 20 HP seems like an unwise play. All right, so let's drop some cards here. What do we want to take out? I think I probably want to lose attacks, right? We have the problem of not being able to move far more often than the other problem. So it's just like, what are the attacks that play the least well with the stuff we have going on? I took jumping back kick because I was hopeful, but honestly, I think it's very hard to say that this is pulling its weight. It's super cool, but it's a dead card almost all the time. And then we can pull one more. So even if we had gotten the 100 extra money, we wouldn't have been able to remove a third card. It's going to get too expensive. Do we want to drop like quick kick maybe? Front kick is definitely a better card. I do like things that shove. Honestly, it might be jab. Yeah, like the fact that jab is free is no longer hugely meaningful. Every once in a while it still does something, but the card is, it costs us a draw, which is way more important than momentum cost in the situation that we're currently in. All right, let's go have a fight by a water tank on the roof, shall we? Okay, yes, that does look bad. Okay, so we just gotta be very careful about the spiked armor. If we can get this done within 10 turns, we can at least heal off some of the damage we take from it. So obviously we want to lure the boss over to the edge of the roof as quickly as possible. That's actually pretty awkward right now. Because if we shimmy back to here, we still get hit. This guy's attack will still reach us. So I think what I'm going to do is kinetic move to here, then shimmy, and then just throw a punch. A single punch is all we can do. The boss making no progress toward the edge of the roof at all is a pretty real bummer. Here, we can stack up a bunch of damage pretty quickly. So, head smash you. You act last. Alright, yes, he'll be done before you get an attack off. May as well play the block just in case. Okay, the boss is doing something. Enemies with Armored Strike deal damage equal to the amount of block they have when attacking. That's super annoying on a guy who gets 20 armor every 3 turns. That's something, I guess. Well, I don't think this is Intimidate time. We definitely want to hold that. You having 25 or 35 health. If we kinetic move, steal self, quick strike for a ton, and then just step toward the edge of the roof. Right, you don't have auto attack or anything. This will be a nice big chunk out of your actual health, and then we step here. I'm relatively confident we can bring you down before your armor refreshes then. And got to continue luring the boss toward the edge. Interesting. We drew a fair amount of movement stuff, but I think all we can really do is try to keep luring them forward. So if I have 23 health left. Okay, I mean, you're dead. We can Rising Knee. But then I will be out of steel. And you will definitely still be alive. Yeah, they've lined themselves up in such a way that it's really awkward for us to move around safely. Alright, let's do this. Rising Knee for lethal. Then dash here. Oops, sorry, this. We can put a little bit of damage onto this character and then just... you know what? Oh, why did I think the... I'm just not even looking at the numbers. I'm making a lot of assumptions right now about these numbers. That's super annoying. You being right there, that hurts me a lot. So if we intimidate... If I like intimidate and then emergency move here, I can backslam the boss and the boss will end up in this position. I mean, I can do that without intimidating. How much damage do I take from touching your armor? 6 damage. As long as the enemy has any block, which obviously they do. I probably still do want to intimidate though, right? Because I wanna keep the boss here while I try to generate more movement stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna eat the damage. Ow. And then slip to here and hope to... Will taunting you work? It totally will. Okay, that's fun. Also, the spiked armor still dealt damage. Okay. Does push count as an attack? No, I do not take damage from putting my hands on the boss. Alright, this hurts a little bit, but I'm just gonna... Right? Oh no, we don't take damage from the lethal hit. Well, we netted 14 health there. That's pretty good. 25% extra block when block is added. It's, you know, as the enemy damage keeps scaling up, our block cards do get worse and worse, and I don't think this is sufficient to keep up with the math. It takes like 3 or 4 attacks to bring us down. So this distraction might legitimately increase that number by 1, right? It might actually increase the critical number of attacks for the run to end. So yeah, I think I am going to take that. How were the ninjas? Numerous and pointy. Huh, occupational hazard, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, you know when you sign up to this business. So, who's next? Well, it turns out it's the I-Completi, maybe? Spun out of the Italian mafia in the early 21st century, they now have operations spanning the globe. These stylish Italian gangsters specialize in high-end trafficking and smuggling for even higher-end clients, and a sideline in virtually untraceable targeted assassinations has led to deeper attention. You know, everybody thinks their stuff is so untraceable, and yet here we are always tracing it. The Outfit, a modern spin on the classic mafia structure, and now responsible for most of the organized crime around the Mediterranean. We need you to step on some immaculately polished toes. Understood. Listen, you don't have to. We don't have to like come up with a story and an excuse and everything. I know what my deal is. All right, I think that one more successful area down is where we're going to call it for today. We are drawing near the end of this first run, and hopefully getting some slightly more interesting decks unlocked alongside that. When you come back next time tomorrow, apparently it's time to fight mafia dudes in an elevator. And we'll see you then.